Tugernut Collectibles here for an action figure review. Today we are looking at the 2006 Marvel Select Spider-Woman, Jessia Drew. Before purchasing this figure in 2020, I did my research, but found no review that would answer my questions such as how it would scale with 6-inch Marvel's Legends figures. I hope in this review I would be able to help you decide whether this figure is worth adding to your collection. Looking closely at the figure, there is no dark wash in the paint application. She has a red plastic base body with yellow plastic on the gloves and boots. She has peg holes under her feet. The pattern in her torso is painted yellow and the black lines are painted as well. The yellow spider web is firmly attached to her body. In the promotional photos, there seems to be a paint wash on her body, but in actual figure form there is none. I did not expect it to be very plain, as I own other Marvel Select figures which are well painted and well detailed. That is why I did not bother trying to get the expensive 2015 Marvel Legends one. There is another Avenger who goes by the name of Spiderwoman. It is Julia Carpenter. I have a short review in my channel about this particular Marvel Legends action figure. Julia Carpenter is closely affiliated with the West Coast Avengers and in 1994 Iron Man's Force Work team. For the rest of the review, the Spider-Woman I referred to is Jessia Drew, not Julia Carpenter. First, a short comic book bio. As a child, Jessica became ill due to uranium exposure in Mount Wood-Dagor. To save her life, her parents inject her with an experimental serum based on radiated spider blood. This gave her powers such as pheromones that elicit pleasure and attraction for others, spider abilities, venom blast. Spider-Woman Jessia Drew first appeared in the 1971 Marvel Spotlight number 32. She was recruited by the Hydra leader Vermis, brainwashed and trained as Agent Arachne. She fell in love with fellow agent Jared. Then Jared got captured by Nick Fury's S.H.I.E.L.D., so Spider-Woman rushed to rescue him. During the battle with S.H.I.E.L.D., she discovered a video playback showing Jared's cruelty and terrorism. Realizing she was tricked by Hydra, she vowed for revenge and crashed a plane to the Hydra base. In 1978, Marvel gave her her own series. In the first issue, she dealt with her fallout from Hydra. She was torn of whether to steal food as she was struggling to get a day job and make ends meet. Caught lurking in a closed supermarket, she was unmasked. This prompted Jessica to dye her hair black and change her mask. The Marvel Select Spider-Woman is 16.5 centimeters or 6.5 inches tall. In Marvel.com, she is listed as 5 feet 10 inches tall. Here are some Marvel Legends size comparison, beginning with the Retro Spider-Man and the Uncanny X-Force Wolverine. Peter Parker and Jessia Drew are both 5 feet 10 inches tall in the comic books. The Marvel Select Spider-Woman is slightly taller to the Marvel Legends Spider-Man. Here we have other Uncanny X-Force members X-23 and Psylocke, Kingpin and Maestro. In terms of scale with Marvel Legends characters, she slightly fit with them. Next is a series of Marvel Select 7-inch scale figures beginning with Psylocke and Colossus, Venom and Rhino, Hulkbuster and Unleashed Hulk. Here we have Spider-Woman with all her accessories. First up, we have the Venom Blast, which you can clip on to her wrist, any wrist. Here we have it on her right wrist, then we can move it to her left wrist easily as well. The blast is made out of translucent plastic in yellow or orange. Here we have the base of the diorama. It's all black. You can attach the stairs easily. And here we have a fire fit, the Hydra fire fit with translucent red flame, which you can attach to the base. There are 4 pegs that can attach to the 4 holes of the base. Besides the fire fit, we have a peg for her feet. So if we get Spider-Woman here, you can peg in any of her feet on this particular peg. Here we have the 3 Hydra soldiers, half of their body that is. we have the first one here, which is pointing his gun towards Spiderwoman when you put it on the diorama. So you can just simply peg in the half man in the base. Then here we have another Hydra soldier which seems to have been kicked on his face. So there you go. And the last Hydra soldier is trying to pull out a gun. So just simply peg them all in the base. You just need to push a little bit harder so that they can firmly be there. So here's the complete base. In terms of articulation, Spider-Woman's head can move from side to side. She can look up, not that much because of the hair that prevents her articulation. She can look down a little bit. Her arms can extend that far. She cannot move her arms towards her hips because of this yellow spider web, which prevents most of it or resists. It also resists the articulation of the single jointed elbow here. Her wrist can hinge forward and back. There is no swivel on the wrist. There is no waist swivel. She cannot do much of a split. She has a very high thigh swivel. She has single jointed knees, and her feet also does a hinge forward and back. So there you go, limited articulation. And during the time that I was trying to pose this figure, I actually broke off her leg out of it. So it's really hard to pose this action figure. Having the action figure at hand, I realized it is more of a statue. In terms of paint application, the dark wash in promotional photos are not there. Given that this is one of the earlier Diamond Select Marvel Select toys from 2006, this should have been expected. Similar to earlier releases Black Cat and Emma Frost, there is no waist swivel and the character leans to one side. You cannot get it up to stand up straight or do dynamic poses. Unless you are an in-box collector, you will be disappointed when you try to pose these old Marvel Select figures. The Spider-Woman figures share the same body mode as the Arachne figure, which was released in the same year, 2006. She comes with the same set of accessories as well. For action figure photography, the Marvel Legends version of this character is better. Unfortunately, it is very expensive since it came out long ago in 2015. Hopefully Hasbro will repaint it for an Avengers retro carded figure. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this informative video, hope you can share it to others. Please do like, subscribe, comment, and ring the notification bell.